News 25 is brought to you by Bees Embroidery and Garment Printing, specializing in custom and personalized decoration of gifts, garments, and more. Call 775-727-9444. News is also brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law. Call 727-9900 today for your free consultation. If you need a lawyer, you need Nelson.
Tonight, a motorcycle rider is killed in a crash and a presidential candidate makes a stop here in Pahrump. News 25 starts now.
This is News 25 with Deanna O'Donnell. News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
And a female biker is killed in a crash this afternoon in West Side neighborhood. It's Wednesday, February 19th. I'm Deanna O'Donnell. Well, police and medics arrived quickly to attempt to save a woman who was ejected off her motorcycle following a crash with another vehicle. Nevada Highway Patrol troopers have been called in to assist Nye County Sheriff's Office deputies with an investigation into a fatal accident that occurred this afternoon off of Winchester and Hurricane Street. According to witnesses on scene, the motorcycle and a black SUV came into contact with each other. The female motorcycle rider then went off the roadway into a ditch where she was ejected approximately 7 or 8 feet. Deputies and medics with Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue arrived on scene. Shortly after their arrival, the female required CPR. She was then transported by ground ambulance to Desert View Hospital where she succumbed to her injuries. No one inside the SUV claimed any injury at the time of the crash. The road is closed while the investigation is underway. Well, the search for a stolen vehicle leads to the arrest of a woman here in Pahrump. Brad Francis has more.
Angela Escalera is under arrest and facing 3 charges: possession, receiving, or transfer of a stolen vehicle, obtaining or possession of a credit or debit card without the cardholder's consent, and use or possession of drug paraphernalia. Nye County deputies say she was driving a GMC pickup reported stolen out of Las Vegas. Las Vegas detectives tracked the vehicle using GPS to the Horizon Market on Bell Vista Road. Responding officers located and identified Escalera as the driver of the pickup, which through a check of the vehicle's VIN was confirmed to be reported as stolen. Officers contacted the registered owner of the truck, who said he did not know Escalera and that no one had permission to be using his vehicle. During the investigation, police say Escalera gave them permission to search her purse. Inside, they found a business debit card that was not hers. Officers say she did not have an explanation for why she had another person's card. During a search of the stolen truck, officers also located a USB credit card reader, an insurance card for another vehicle that was also reported stolen out of Las Vegas, and several empty purses.
Well, a number of agencies are joining forces to combat dangerous driving along the US 95 corridor. As Brad Francis reports, the goal is increased safety for all drivers.
Over the years, there have been numerous deadly crashes on US 95, many of them right here in Nye County. On Wednesday, February 12th, the Nye County Sheriff's Office joined forces with the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, Esmeralda County Sheriff's Office, Mineral County Sheriff's Office, Boulder City Police Department, and the Nevada Highway Patrol to promote safety along the US 95 corridor from Clark County through Mineral County by enforcing speed and other traffic violations. The goal is to remind drivers to be patient, courteous, and to commute safely along Nevada roadways. One arrest was made during the enforcement effort. A traffic stop in Amargosa Valley led to the arrest of Anthony Kent, who initially provided officers a false name. Kent was wanted on 4 felony warrants out of South Dakota and a suspended driver's license out of California. The vehicle Kent was driving was also reported as stolen in Arizona. Kent was booked into the Nye County Detention Center on several charges, including headlamps not illuminated, driving without a driver's license, obstructing, displaying bogus vehicle registration plate or title, attempting to use another person's ID to avoid prosecution, 4 other agency warrants, and possession of a stolen vehicle.
News 25 will return right after this break.
You're watching KPVM News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back. Facebook is the latest company to cancel a major event due to the coronavirus, and General Mills is taking a new approach to boost cereal sales. Angela Miles has those stories and more in today's Business First Brief.
Here's Angela Miles with today's Business First Brief.
Topping our news, automakers are ramping up to restart production in China after being stalled out by the coronavirus. GM will begin the process at its 15 plant Saturday. Fiat Chrysler resumes production this week, along with Toyota. Chip stocks tumbled Tuesday after Apple warned about falling sales of iPhones due to the coronavirus. The semiconductor ETF dropped as a number of chip stocks were sliced because of Apple's warning. Facebook is the latest to cancel a major event due to the coronavirus. The social network is calling off its global marketing summit next month in San Francisco. General Mills is attempting to revive soggy cereal sales. The breakfast food company is promoting a new product, Morning Summit. It's a cereal that lists almonds as its first ingredient to attract healthy eaters. A single box of that cereal sells for $13.
To find out where you can see us every day, go to businessfirstam.com.
Well, things are heating up when it comes to the presidential election. Today, Pahrump hosted its first candidate stumping for your vote. The only actual presidential candidate to stop here in Pahrump in recent years, Democrat Tom Steyer, made an appearance at the Pahrump Senior Center today ahead of Saturday's Democratic caucus. The 62-year-old hedge fund manager brought his wife to the meet and greet a day after he missed participating in the Democratic debate in Las Vegas. Steyer was shy of the polling threshold required to get on stage. The candidate spoke to the crowd about his strategy to beat Donald Trump in the presidential election, which hinges, he says, on the economy.
Having a high stock market when you've given a huge tax break to corporations and when most people don't own stocks is not success. Let me talk for 1 second about what I want to do. I'd give a 10% tax cut to everyone who makes less than $250,000. It's easy to do. All we have to do is rescind all those tax giveaways to rich people and big companies. I've said for almost a year and a half, long before I was running for president, wealth tax, we've concentrated the money from everybody to just the richest people, wealth tax, and treat investment income on the exact same schedule as earned income for people who go to work. Why do I pay a lower rate on an investment than someone who goes to work at 8 o'clock in the morning? Makes no sense.
The room was packed with seniors who support the native New Yorkers' efforts. Steyer made it clear that he is in it to win it and won't stop because he feels he needs to serve the people. For more information about candidate Tom Steyer, you can find him on the web. More news right after this.
This segment of the news is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyers, Nye County's injury attorneys. Don't get bullied by insurance companies. Call Jason Ernest and bully them back at 775-727-9500.
Well, hair dye is a staple for many women. However, a recent study suggests using permanent hair dye or chemical straighteners can increase the risk of developing breast cancer. Cleveland Clinic's Dr. Megan Cruz says that it's important to note that the research only looks at women who already had a higher than average risk.
You have to keep in mind that all women in this study already had a slightly higher risk of breast cancer because they not only had a family history, but it was a sister, so a very close first-degree relative who already had breast cancer. So that raises the risk and ups the ante a little bit to begin with.
The study looks at more than 50,000 women between the ages of 35 and 74 who had a sister diagnosed with breast cancer. Researchers found among the women studied, those who used permanent hair dye had a 9% increased risk of developing breast cancer. Those who used chemical hair straighteners had an 18% increased risk. Dr. Cruz says it's difficult to know how this risk translates to women who don't have a family history of breast cancer, since the study only looked at a high-risk group. It's also difficult to know what chemicals in the hair products could be linked to cancer risk, since the specific types of products used were self-reported and not studied specifically. However, Dr. Cruz says if you have your hair dyed or treated with chemicals, it's always a good idea to know what's in the products you're using.
It's certainly something that gets our attention. It's something something we should all be aware of. I think at the very minimum, you can talk to the person who's providing your hair care to ask about what type of dye is this? Is this something that you've seen issues with before?
Dr. Cruz says the study results aren't enough to recommend women make big changes in their hair dyeing habits. However, she says it's always good to be aware of potential breast cancer risk factors we can control. Complete results of the study can be found in the International Journal of Cancer.
Well, let's go to Darby now, who has a beautiful dog available at our Desert Haven Animal Shelter.
Today's Save a Pet is proudly sponsored by Jason Ernest with Mountain West Lawyers. Call 775-727-9500.
Hi, I'm Darby here at Desert Haven Animal Society, and today we are joined with Precious. Her name is so fitting. She is a 2-year-old Siberian Husky. She is white, gray, and black. She has gorgeous, really light blue eyes. She has the sweetest little personality. She's so friendly. She rolls over for belly rubs. Really calm personality, actually, for a Husky. You definitely want to come and see her and all of her friends here at Desert Haven Animal Society. They're on Ceria Lane behind the Nye County Courthouse. You can give them a call at 775-751-7020, or you can look them up on their Facebook page at Desert Haven Animal Society. Bye, Precious. Hey, bye.
Well, thanks to everyone who participated in the recent Pahrump neighborhood cleanup. We made a huge dent in the trash cleanup here in our town. The Pahrump neighborhood cleanup just celebrated their 4th year. Going into year 5, we are bigger and better than ever. The quarterly event meets at the Bob Roode Community Center with trucks and trailers to clean up around town trash, discarded furniture, shopping carts, or anything that we can find to make our town sparkle. This last cleanup, we concentrated on frontage road between McDonald's and Wells Fargo back to East Street. We were able to collect 2 huge truckloads of trash off the streets, and dozens of shopping carts were returned to their owners. Thank you to KPVM-TV, Ace Country Radio, Quality Signs, Frank Carboni, JMC Roofing, Dust Bunnies Cleaning, and all who participated in this fun and important event. The next cleanup is scheduled for May 9th from 9 a.m. until 1 p.m. The cleanup is open to all, including businesses, organizations, family, friends, and groups. Our goal is to inspire other cleanup groups to split off on their own and take charge of their neighborhoods, town, county, and beyond. If you need help getting started, contact us. We would love to help as many people as possible. If you need special help with your own yard, let us know. Go to Pahrump Neighborhood Cleanup on Facebook. Such a great group of people. Well, if you saw some smoke over the horizon today out there near Amargosa, we have our weather cam that went out there to show you what that looked like. That is a prescribed agricultural burn. We had one just recently on the south side of Pahrump, and that was a very large one over there in Amargosa, and of course it was under control. And so we just want to make sure that everybody knew what that smoke was right over the horizon.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
And in our weather cam, we're going to be looking at Pahrump Valley High School and, of course, the pass over there at Mountain Springs to see how the weather was up there earlier today. Back right after this break with your weather forecast from the desk.
News 25 Weather is brought to you by Dairy Council of Nevada. The splash of cream in your coffee, the dollop of sour cream on your burrito, the melted toasty cheese on your pizza. Undeniably delicious, undeniably dairy. Enjoy what's real.
All right, well, Michael Donahue is down there at that Board of County Commissioners meeting today. So we have our Las Vegas surrounding areas 66 degrees, low tonight 43. Death Valley high of 77 with low of 47. Amargosa 66, 37. Beatty 63, 32. Goldfield a high today of 51 with a low tonight of 21. Tonopah 49, 21. Carson City 49, 23. Fallon 50 and a low tonight of 20, and Fernley 49 degrees today, low tonight 24. Here in Pahrump, sunny skies with a high of 65 today. The winds out of the west-northwest at 8 miles per hour with humidity at 14%. Sunrise 6:27 in the morning. And tonight we're looking at clear skies with your low of 39 here in Pahrump. Winds out of the east-northeast at 6 miles per hour. Humidity up there at 31% and sunset 5:29. Your 7-day forecast shows clear skies across the board, except look at Saturday, 80% chance of rain there. And then, of course, some winds coming in on Monday. They're saying about 14 miles per hour out of the north-northwest. Thursday's temperature is a high of 66, low of 40. Friday coming up there at 71.46. Saturday, 53.39. Sunday back up at 66.41. Monday with those winds, 69.37 is your low. Tuesday, 64.35. And Wednesday, just a clear sky and 66 degrees with your low of 37. And we've got a little bit of more details on that chance of rain happening over this weekend. They are saying that there might be a significant amount of snow up in the Spring Mountains above 8,000 feet and moderate to occasionally heavy rainfall in our area. There might be some flooding, but that is in the flash flood areas. And they say that it looks low in those areas. And we're looking at between 7,000 and 8,000 feet, possibly 3 to 6 inches of snow and 8 to 12 above 8,000 feet. So we'll see some more snowy caps up there on Mount Charleston, and that will be happening there on Friday and Saturday. We'll see how that pans out. Well, that's going to wrap up this edition of News 25. I'm Deanna O'Donnell from all of us here at KPVM-TV and Ace Country Radio. Have a great night. We'll see you back here tomorrow.